Welcome back to GoDadFarming. This is day 10 of our challenge, trying to build as much money as we possibly can towards our first farm in Farming Simulator 25. This is it. This is the finish line, guys. This is what we've sort of been waiting for. Well, not waiting, working towards, rather. As you can see, the tractor's sort of getting a little worn down. It's ready to take a little break. Now, with that being said, Farming Simulator 25 does come out tomorrow, so this will be the last video on this series. And I say last video, but really, I just mean that it's the last video that we'll have making money towards the farm. Because, of course, as always, we're going to start a fresh farm with this same exact amount of money that we end today's video with. So, oh, that's not good. That is quite the speed bump. Let's try that again, huh? Alright, see, everything's fine. We're not going to fix this thing yet. It would be like clockwork if our tractor decided to stop working, literally as we come to the end of these videos. That would be absolutely fantastic. That would be probably like a microcosm of how like this entire series has went, where I just made bad decision after bad decision. But that's okay. If that happens, we'll take it down to the shop. We'll get it fixed up. No harm, no foul. All right, so all our grasslands are here, ready to mow. So we're just gonna get this mowed up. We're gonna grab the baler afterwards, get them all baled up, wrapped up, and we'll put them aside outside of the field, so this way they can ferment and turn into silage. And we're gonna hold on to them basically for as long as we can. Obviously, this is our last video, so we need to get everything sold off and prepared for the next game. But we're not going to sell anything short. We're going to wait until we can get the highest price we possibly can before the end of the video. Well, guys, we're running into a little bit of a problem here. My tractor keeps stalling, so we might have to take this thing down to the shop and get it repaired. This is not going as planned right now. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's take this thing over to the shop and let's see what happens with it. To say I'm pleased with the outcome and like the amount of money we've made to this point would be kind of an understatement. Definitely made some mistakes to start. I think buying that small field was a huge mistake, along with a couple other things, but at the end of the day, it kind of all worked out. So pretty happy with us having we'll have at least 250,000 for sure, like no doubt. Right, so I'm driving back to the farm from the repair shop. Apparently they weren't interested in repairing my tractor, so we have what we have. There's nothing I can do about that. Tried to repair it. The option was grayed out. Didn't really spend a whole lot of time messing with it, so I just left, and I have stuff to mow. Now, I wasn't really thinking I should have mowed the field in the center of town while I was there, but that's alright. We're just gonna move on. It'll be fine. If the tractor, as long as the tractor holds up for one or two more mows, we will be in great shape. Alright, so finishing up here, just picking up some scraps we left behind, trying to get as much as we possibly can out of this field without going overboard on, you know, making sure it's perfect, but nonetheless, we don't want to leave too much. So, with that being said, we have to drive down to the town and mow that extra field. Oh, you know what? We'll mow right here too. While we're at it, we may as well mow right here. It's not much, but it's something. Really looking forward to getting a start on the new game tomorrow. Actually, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow when the game releases, but definitely by Wednesday. I want to have something started with this specific series in terms of getting a farm started with this money. So definitely looking forward to that. Gonna miss this little farm, but at the same time, gonna look forward to kind of doing a bit more than just grass and canola. You know, this can get kind of boring after a while, and I feel like we've already done a little bit of everything that we can do with these two crops. So while you will see grass and probably canola in the next videos, it certainly won't be as much as often. I definitely want to try to skip around and use a lot of different crops and ways to get money. So we're gonna definitely build some sort of super farm, and it's gonna be somewhat diverse if we can help it. Got that all mowed up, and I just got thinking too, like, how fitting is it? It's the final video in this small little short series. Just 10 quick days, and we already have our tractor literally breaking down by the end of it. Like, I don't know, guys. Maybe we don't carry this tractor over. Maybe we leave it here for the new farm owner, whoever buys our farm here, and we just move on to bigger, brighter things. Alright, so I'm going to put this down. I'm going to grab the baler. I'm actually going to go bale the field in the center of town first. So we'll get that all baled up, and then I'll come back here and I'll bring you on a short little time lapse while we do the baling at the farmland. Alright guys, well, we're going to take a little break from baling. I've got to figure out this tractor mess. Had As you could tell, we're having a little difficulty. It keeps stalling out. Now, I've tried to go to the workshop several times. Unfortunately, it's not letting me repair it. I think it's because I don't have enough working hours on the tractor yet. I'm not really sure where we got all this damage and wear and tear from. So, we only have 17 hours on the tractor, so it's kind of crazy to me. I'm thinking we might just sell this tractor completely and rent a new one. While that's not ideal at this point, that's the only way I could think of to actually help the situation. Be able to finish. Whoa! Be able to be able to finish out the rest of my work as well as not be annoyed. So, I think that's what we're gonna do. Well, guys. Here we are. I'm not proud of this, but this is how we have to finish it out. So we sold the Kubota. We actually made $6 grand on it now. This has about 35 less horsepower than the Kubota did, but we just need it to get us through these last few grass harvests. If we get more than one, so it might only be one. Who knows? But we just need to get it through this grass harvest. Hopefully, it's strong enough to pull up that hill. At least the baler and the wrapper. Everything else, we do have the yard pig, so we could still use the yard pig for everything else, basically, in terms of like the trailer and, well, pulling both trailers, rather, I should say. So, this is, I mean, look at it. It is quite the interesting looking thing. Is it a Landini? I've never heard of it, honestly, but, I don't know. Drives nice. Hopefully it pulls this baler. That's all I gotta say. Alright, so this is gonna be our first attempt coming up this hill. We're gonna see what this thing can do here. It's not really liking it too much, but it is getting up the hill slowly. Slowly but surely. Oh yeah, this will work. It'll work. It's gonna get done what we need it to get done. So just gotta be patient, that's all. We actually made out on the deal, really. As long as this works out, we made out $6 grand. So that Kubota served us well. I'm not sure where it acquired all the wear and tear, but that's besides the point at this time. So we're just gonna move on and keep going. And you guessed it, next we are at the extra field. I don't know why I keep calling it an extra field. It's literally just like Grassland 3. I don't know. But we're at this extra field. We are wrapping these 6 bales, so this way they can start fermenting into silage. Gonna finish this up, head over to the farmland, and start doing the bales at the main farm. Now, once they're all baled up and, well, they are all baled up. Once they're all wrapped up and fermenting, we're gonna get a few on the trailer, maybe get 1 load prepared, put that in our little silage bunker that we've been using as a parking space, and we will start getting the canola prepared to be harvested. I think we'll just have to go to the next day, maybe. I know it's on just about the last growth stage, so we're just gonna advance 1 day or so, get that canola we'll hook up our harvester, bring it up to the main fields, and we'll get harvesting the canola. So this way we can sell that off before the end of the episode as well. You know, I know this 10 days is over, but at the end of the day, I really do think I'm gonna miss this little farm. We didn't really get a chance to expand it at all, but we did do a lot. We did make a lot of money here. Well, at least in my opinion, we made a lot of money in 10 days. I know there's other people that probably could have made more, but based on our experience, I think we made a lot of money. Now, with that said, we're gonna get all these bales wrapped, and we'll be meeting back up with you to put the bales on the trailer and get them parked and started fermenting. All right, just finished up baling all these, and as I was baling them, I kind of just dragged them across the field, so they're all kind of in the same little area here, so a little easier to grab. Now we need to grab the trailer. I am like almost 100% confident that this little tractor is not gonna pull the trailer full of bales, so I'm gonna shut it off, and I'm gonna grab the yard pig and hook it up to this trailer and go pick up some bales. At the very least, we should be able to fill the trailer, park it off to the side, so this way it's ready to go. Oh, geez. Yep. Anyway, the bale wrapping just takes me for absolutely ever. It always takes longer than what I want it to. You'd think at some point I'd learn to just expect it to take a certain amount of time, but I never do. So I'm sitting there and I get so bored and impatient with it. It's pretty much I don't know. I just hate doing it. Whoop, gotta start this thing back up. So that's all completed. Now I'm gonna take this truck and I'm going to hook it up to the grain trailer just to have that ready as well. As soon as the canola says it's ready to be harvested, we're gonna get harvesting that. So I'm gonna skip ahead one day and see if that helps. It is pretty close already, so we should be ready tomorrow. If not, then the day after. All right. It is June 2nd. Canola swaying in the breeze. Not quite ready to be harvested, but we're getting close. As you can see, it's that bright yellow color. Got hot air balloons in the sky. Breeze blowing. Clouds around. Man, this is just a good looking map. And welcome to July. It is time to harvest our canola. I'm going to take this grain trailer and get it set up there. Probably just gonna put it next to the field, and you know, as we harvest, we'll come back to the grain cart and fill it up and take it over to the sell point. I'm kind of hoping these bales that I have up here near this field aren't really in the way, so we'll just have to see how it works out. We're gonna do a couple headlands first anyway, so it shouldn't be too very bad. I might actually leave the trailer just right here, and this way I don't have to worry about it. Okay, we'll grab our header and try not to run over any of our silage bales. They are pretty much ready to sell, so that's also good news. I tell you one thing I won't miss is this harvester. I'm not really a big fan of this top liner harvester. I'm hoping when we start the new game we can get something a little new, a little different. And we're off. Alright, so let's get this all harvested up and then meet back here and we'll see what kind of money this harvest makes us this time. We did get like, I think it was about 8,000 per grain cart every time we sold it. I could be a little off there, but it was something around there. So let's see what this one brings us. Alright, so got a little roadblock here of silage bales. That's okay, just drive around it. So just emptied my first container of grain into, well, of canola into the grain bin back at the farm. And I have my AI worker. He's just plucking away at that field, but his grain tank's about to be full. So we're going to pull up, empty that out, and get some more into our silo. And once we do that, we will take back over on the harvester, hopefully. There we go. The one thing that's nice about this harvester is a full tank on the harvester fills this grain bin completely, so that is kind of nice. Alright, and he is back to harvesting. I will say, I think there's a lot I would have done differently at this point if we restarted this whole thing today. I probably would have taken those canola fields and turned them into silage right away. I would have just planted grass right over them right away on the first day. And then I would have used the money from that to buy a few more fields and turn those into silage. We could have had like a massive silage operation with as much money as you make from it. So I think if I were to do this again, that's what I'd do. Everything would be silage. Would it be a little more boring to watch? Yes, absolutely. But we'd probably have up near $1 million by now, in my opinion. Because we could have taken the profits from the first 2 times on these fields and probably bought neighboring fields and just kept multiplying all our profits. Alright, let's get this guy out of my harvester. Oh, this girl. Let's get her out of my harvester. Take back over. There we go. About halfway through. Well, maybe a tiny bit more than halfway through this field. So everything's going pretty smooth right now. No major hiccups. We don't have any tractors or harvesters breaking down, so that's good news. It was definitely the right move to sell that tractor, I think. So I'm not sure. I still don't understand why it wasn't letting me repair it. The only thing I could think of is that I didn't have enough working hours on the tractor. But even still, I've just never had that happen before, so I don't know. I'll have to look it up and see what was going on with it. Alright, well, we just finished this field up and just unloading into this trailer. Then we're going to bring the combine back down to the farm first, and then we will come grab the truck and start delivering the grain over towards the sell point, wherever that may be. I'm going to have to check the sell point, see who's selling the highest right now, but like I said, we're not going to wait to sell it. It is the last episode, so we're going to sell as soon as we can, which would be now, for the highest price. So are we cutting ourselves out of a little money? Yes, but we're just going to get it sold. And alright, so looks like Johnson's Farmers Market has the largest, or the highest sell point, so that's where we're going to head to next. This will be the first grain bin. It's just over halfway full, almost 3/4 full, so the next 2 will be full, so we should be able to get a pretty good idea of what the full ones will go for after this. And man, look at us go. We're hauling. Oh. Until we're not. All right. Okay, that works. Let's try that again. Alright, pulling up at the market. Gonna unload this grain bin. Or trailer, whatever you want to call it. For some reason I always call it a grain bin. Probably not gonna make too much from this, but that's alright. Yeah, only $5,000. I can't, like... When we first started, I really should have just turned that into... I should have just turned those both into grass fields and taken the silage. We probably would have had 4 or 5 other fields by now if I would have done it that way. So Definitely a big mistake, but that's okay. Still like the amount of money we have, and we still have all that silage to sell too, so that should bump us up close to 300,000. All right, back to the farm. I just sold off the other 2 grain trailers. Um, Made about 12,000 more dollars, so not really that much money, not like we would have hoped for, but money's money. So just further showing that silage was definitely probably the way to go. Um, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to collect all these tomatoes, and then we're going to take these and we're going to sell them off. We probably won't make too much off these either. We just don't have a whole lot of tomatoes right now. It took like a full year in game to get to the point of having about, I don't know, 18,000 liters. I mean, we just didn't have enough time on these tomatoes to make more like we wanted to, but that's okay. Alright guys, we're back at the farm. It is time to make our big bucks. It's time to sell all these silage bales. They are all prepared, turned into silage. Oh, I missed a bale. I'm not sure if that's going to be worth wrapping up later. We'll see. Just going to take them right over here to the BGA, get them sold off. We should have another trailer, maybe 2 trailers. I'm not sure exactly how much, but whoa, look out. So we may have another trailer to sell. We'll see how much is on that one, but we should make about 30,000, I'm guessing, with these. Oh boy, man, I can't drive today. Oh, 24. All right, so that's a little less than what I wanted, but that should put us over 300,000 by the time we sell the rest that are at the farm. All right, let's start grabbing all these. My little bale, my silage bale roadblock that I have here. Oh, missed one. There we go. Got it. What is going on? Why is it stacking the trailer like this? What is that? I've never seen such a thing. Let's do this. Oh, that's not it. Let's do this, and then let's reload it. All right. All right. Now we have to go. We have to go down to the city. We have to go down into the city, grab those bales. I don't remember if I can make this turn. I think so. I think so. I think I can make it. There we go. There we go. Alright, so hopefully be our last time down this road. Well, except for when we pack our stuff up and head on down the road. Hopefully all these can fit on here. They should be able to. There's only, what, 7 here? Alright. So instead of going to the BGA, we're going to go sell these down here. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even look at the prices, so I mean, who knows? Yeah, I never looked at the prices, never even checked them. I just figured they'd all be pretty close together, so we'd just sell it to wherever we could. I'm pretty sure this is the spot for these. No, I could be wrong. Hold on. No. I think it's the next place over. Yeah, I think it's that place over there. Sorry. Do they all connect? They do. Alright, here we go. This is where we need to be. Alright, 21,000. Puts us up to 314,724. So the next thing we need to do here before we call it a wrap is we need to look at our equipment and decide what we want to sell. Obviously the yard pig's going to get sold. The bale trailer will probably get sold. Yeah, the bale trailer's got to get sold because I don't think this bale trailer is going to be an FS25, so I need to sell that. We'll probably just, honestly, oh, crap. Honestly, we're probably just going to sell, we're going to sell the blue tractor. We'll buy a new tractor, an FS25. I think that's what we'll do. I like that idea. Honestly, I like the idea of just selling it all, having that total, and then just buying our new gear, because nothing's going to be the same, and it's going to be kind of hard to just end up buying. It's going to be kind of tough to buy all the same gear, or even close, and still get the right amount of money in our wallet. So let's do that. Let's get stuck one final time. How about that? What? All right. You can't be serious right now, right? There we go. All right. So we're going to sell all this. Yep. I just made my mind up. We're going to sell all of our equipment, and we are going to buy all new equipment when we start the new game. I think that's our move. Definitely. We'll leave the greenhouses and stuff, obviously. We'll sell the trailers. I don't think we'll sell the harvester. I feel like, I don't know, man. We'll have to see how much it's worth. All right, let's get it going. So we're gonna sell the tractor. We are going to sell my $3,000 truck. We will. Oh, where's my low loader? We'll sell the low loader here. We'll sell the bale trailer. We will sell my forks. A front loader tool that doesn't even go to the tractor I have anymore. Sell the water tank I bought extra. Like, that's it. That's all we're gonna sell. So we sold all the equipment we purchased, as well as anything that I didn't think was going to be in the next game. So that's our total, boys. We have $400,000, and girls, we have $400,000, and that is what we're going to start FS25 with. Exciting. All right, so that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the content, please feel free to leave a like. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And as always, I hope you have a good day. With that said, we won't have a new video out for you tomorrow. I plan on doing some sort of live stream, though, on FS25. So check back in tomorrow, see what's going on the channel. Hopefully Wednesday, we'll have our first video out on the new farm that we build with this money. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, adios.